Hey guys, welcome to Raja Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing this week? If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, click on that subscribe button, click that gray bell on YouTube so you get notifications. And if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you follow us and click the little thumb up like button. And that way you're going to get live notifications when we go live. But welcome everyone, and thank you guys for tuning in for this Sunday edition of Raj Makes Money. And we're going to talk about what we're going to do for this week. I'm also going to talk about how I shorted GameStop and made money doing it. And welcome Matthew, our newest YouTube sponsor, has access to those really cool emojis now on YouTube. But hey, let's get right into it. So this coming week, lots of stuff going on. It's going to be an exciting, explosive week. Futures are already down. This market sell-off is going to continue, it looks like. And it's just, building on all these losses. There's a lot of stuff going on with uncertainty in the markets. And a lot of people are pulling money out of big name brand stocks to play all these highly volatile stocks like GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, Express, and there's a whole laundry, American Airlines, a whole laundry list of those. So it's going to be very, very interesting week in the market ahead. Plus, we have more earnings coming up. And the thing is, earnings have been coming out great. We haven't had any earning issues really, but with all the market uncertainty, it's definitely going to create a little chaos. So let's take a look at the account, where we're at to start the week off. As of right now, we have Express, that one on our 75,000 shares, and our options that we sold, the puts to open, we are down on that. So we got to definitely work on that, see what we can do there this week. Hopefully Express will hopefully bounce back some. We don't want it to bounce down any. Jaguar, we're hoping for that SPAC and good news there, get that thing back up, and hopefully that thing can run, or we can get somewhere near break even or a profit and get out of it. Hopefully this week CTYX is looking good. It started moving up finally, and a couple of these will probably get rid of the rest of the sunshine by a pharma if it's up this week. And then our big play obviously is BlackBerry. We are really shooting for over 1450 and we will have a really nice week. I mean, we have the potential this week to make over $1 million. So definitely going to be a fun, exciting week. Actually, and for last week, and if you guys took a look, we started the year with $5 million. So for the first month, we made a profit of $785,000. At one point, that profit was almost 1.4 million or 1.3 million, somewhere. Yeah, like 1.4 million. So we gave a little bit back on that hit on Thursday, but we still actually made money last week, about 160 or 150,000 last week. So it was actually a really good week. So you know what? Trust me, I'd much have rather have made, $600,000 more last week. But you know what? We made money. We've been making money. And I've been talking to a lot of my Patreon members, and we're almost, I think we're like 2 away from 100 Patreons. Anyone who wants my trades in real time, that's our Patreon group at patreon.com/Raja Makes Money. And some of our Patreons made over 100,000 in the last 2 weeks as well. So congratulations, guys. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am just sharing with you my stock trades and what I'm doing and how I feel about the markets. You need to make educated decisions in what you decide to do when playing the market. But I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to show you guys some secret tools that, was it WeChat? The We Talk stocks or We Stock group. I'm going to show you guys the secret tools that they're using, and these tools are free. I can tell you right now what stocks are shorted, what has volume. You don't have to pay big money for this stuff. It's 100% free. I'm going to show you guys where they get their information. I'm also going to show you guys what I did last week on GameStop. Check this out, guys. So last week I shorted GameStop. I started when GameStop was $95 in the pre-market, before the market was open. And it's a lot of transactions, but at one point on Monday, I was down over $1 million because my average price that I was short GameStop was like $98. and it ran all the way up to $150 in a matter of minutes. And I was like, oh God, I just had like $100,000 in profits evaporated. And now I'm down over $1 million. And I said, you know what? And then I was like, normally I would average down, but I couldn't because there was no more stock available. And then they also started, the companies just started, screwing with us, with margin requirements. Look at this, guys. To borrow GameStop, they want to charge 71%. Most of the time when I try to do it, there wasn't even any stock available for shorting. But then if you could get stock, 71, and you had to lay, and now you have to lay 3 times the amount of money to short it, which makes sense because if you short it at 100 and it goes to 300, you've lost all 3 times your money quickly. So this is very high risk, very dangerous. I don't recommend it for the weak at hearted, but this coming week, I'm going to show you guys how to day trade. We're doing a live during the day this coming week, so make sure you got those notification bells clicked on YouTube and the thumb up icon on Facebook so that you get those notifications, because I'm going to show you guys how to day trade GameStop, maybe AMC, all of these. It's not that hard. I don't think we'll do the short route because with the triple margin and all this crazy stuff, and even if we could get stock, but we'll just play it going up, and I'll show you how to do it. We'll do it in small doses. The people who unfortunately have Robinhood and can only buy 1 share of stock right now, it's not going to work for you. But if you have a place where you can buy multiple shares of stock, there's no limit. It's a very simple system I have, and I'm going to show you how to make a lot of money. I'll show you if the stock starts coming down and how we average down. I'll show you if the stock starts going up, we sell and we make our money quickly. And we can make a lot of money really fast. Even if the stock comes down, it's not a big deal. I mean, obviously, if the stock drops 200 points, it's a big deal. But let's say we have 100 shares. We sell it at, GameStop's $325. Every 10 points down, we keep buying 100 shares until it bottoms out and starts coming back. And then our average is so much lower. And before you know it, we have a profit. We're out the door and we made money. Sometimes you have to lose a little money in the short term. You've just lost money based on what the number says, but you really haven't lost money. Kind of like if you remember our Bitcoin, we bought at $40,000 a share, and now we're down to 42,000 because Bitcoin has dropped. I'm not worried about it. I know our fairy dust investment on Bitcoin is going to come back because people believe in it. It's such a great cryptocurrency. It's the main cryptocurrency. And even if Janet Yellen doesn't like it, even if India bans it and comes up with their own currency or their own crypto coin, Bitcoin will still be around. Personally, if it went back to $5,000 right now and we're going to invest 50 grand a month every month for this year, I would be even happier, because why do I want to buy it when it's at $100,000 and we won't even get 1 coin? We would get, a half a coin. So, but this is how you average down. The only thing with the Bitcoin is it's a much larger, longer play, based on the whole year, versus when we're day trading and you're trying to make money, it's a much quicker play. So I'm going to explain all that to you guys, and I'm going to show you this week. But let's get back to GameStop. So this week I shorted it. This is where I made the money. I was shorting at 95 and then 103, and then I bought it all back at $90. I wish I waited, because if I would have waited, this is how crazy it was. If I would have waited an extra like 10 minutes, it was at like $80. But it got halted, and it was. I mean, trust me, I was just so happy to get out of it and not be down $1 million. Because it's very, very risky. I've never day traded a stock that can move 200 or 300 points in a day. It's just insane. But we survived. We made money. So these were the trades on GameStop, as you can see, and where I covered and bought back. So everything was bought back at 90. Everything was shorted at 103 and 98. So the stuff I shorted at 103 and bought back at 90, I had 130,000 in profit. The stuff at 95.50, we had 50,000 in profit. So over 200,000 on those. And then we also had all that pre-market trading on it as well. So we did good there. But I'm going to show you guys. So this is a little secret tool a lot of people have never heard of. This is going to, if you don't get anything from watching my shows, this will be the best thing you ever get. If you go to Finviz, Finviz, finviz.com. And this is where all the people find their stuff to short and how they find it. This site has all this information right here. Go to Screener right there. Then you want to go to Float Short. You want to go to Float Short, And let's look for over 30%. Okay. And then you want to look at average volume, and let's look for stocks that have over 2 million shares a day. Because if you don't have any good volume, it's not going to work out very good for you. So then we'll bring this up, bigger screen there. Hopefully you can see it. And now you can see all those stocks and where they're getting all their information from right here. I just give it to you guys for free. Don't have to pay me anything for this tip, but this is where people are finding what to play next. Here, look at the volume, AMC, the change, percentages, P&Es, market caps. And you can see here like GameStop. I think that market cap's incorrect. I think that may be Fridays or Thursdays, or maybe a day behind on market cap, because at 325, I believe the market cap was like $23 billion. But this is the site right here, guys, FinViz, where you can get all your information on what to play, how to play it, and what the shorts are. You can look here at some of the charts and some of the other technical data here. Tells you also, of course, it's free, but it's loaded with ads. Hopefully we can get these ads off the screen so I can show it to you. There we go, got that one off. All right. So as you can see,
we say there's an art to banking, but we see it differently. Maybe because our members are more like family than clients.
There we go. All right. Sorry about that. So as you can see here, the market cap, their sales, what they're expected, employees, ratios, earnings, insider transactions, how much insiders own, shares outstanding, shares in the float. This is all the information that you could ever imagine on these stocks. And this is where all the big boys are getting their information. So there you go. You've got it. It's free, no charge. There you go. All your information. So coming up this week, the stocks are already, futures are looking down, like I said. We'll probably look to get back into Apple this week. I like Apple just because it's a little bit more steady. Even if it goes down tomorrow, that's fine. I don't think it's going to just drop, 10, 20 points this week. I think it's got a pretty good, basis there. If we look at the option chains on it, where it closed down at AAPL, kind of get back to our roots and our fundamentals, because we want to have some steady stuff in there. But if you look at, there we go. So if we look at like the, and with the volatility, with the VIX being up so much, there's some really good opportunity here. So with Apple at 132 or 131, let me see here. Yeah, 131, 131.96 or 132. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Apple down 2 or 3 points tomorrow. And I think it'll have a bounce back. Maybe Apple has a lot of support at the 125, 124 range. In between 120, 125 for sure. But 125 is where that support number is. That's where it was when it split last time, 6 months ago. So if you look at Apple and you like these 124s at $1, if Apple's down 2, 3 points tomorrow, those could be $1.40. I think those are a really good buy. Get 500 of those contracts for $75,000 more in profit this week. I think it's much more steady. It's like I said, those are going to be. I think it's going to be a good play. So I'm going to be looking at Apple and stuff this week. We're going to be also looking at some more of the penny and lower end stocks and different stuff. And I'm going to also be day trading some of the other stuff. So somebody's asking about, are you going to trade AMC? I may do AMC Express. I may do GameStop. Obviously GameStop gets expensive. You can't have as many shares at $300 a share as you can on a stock that's $10 a share. But you also can make a lot more money because that stock has the potential, obviously, to move up 10, 20, 30 points in minutes. So, you can buy, 10,000 shares at $300, and before you know it, it's $400, and you just made yourself $100,000. Or $1 million. Yeah, you made yourself $1 million. I mean, it's crazy because it moves so fast. So, and it also can go down. So I wouldn't play that large. What I would probably play is buy and like I said, I'm going to go live this coming week and show you guys during the day how to successfully day trade and average down. So it's a very simple system. Unless the stock 100% just keeps going down and never at all bounces up a little bit, we're going to have problems. But these stocks, the way they move up and down and around, they're pretty easy to day trade. That's why there's so much volatility and volume in them. So it's going to be very easy to do. And you don't need a lot of technical stuff or anything. The charts mean nothing with these stocks because they could be going up, they get halted, and then they're 40 points, 10% down, 40 points down. I mean, it's insane. And you don't need to get too technical and stuff at it. So it says, mine taking a look at Tesla. I think Tesla could end the week at $700 or lower. Tesla already came down quite a bit if you guys have been watching it. Pull it up for you if you want to see it. And I told you guys when Tesla, hit 800. I mean, this company is way overvalued. And I said, if they miss earnings at all, this thing is going to tank. And it sure did, over 10% down. And like I said, if the market and it opens up soft, I mean, this thing truly could be $700 this week. Like I said, great company, great product, great car. Yeah, 5 years from now, going to be worth a lot more money. But it's way overvalued, and they keep discounting their cars to get more sales. And they've also told us how many cars they're going to sell this coming year. There's no surprise, and Elon Musk is going to tweet that, hey, you know what? I was wrong. We sold 1 million more cars than we thought. No, they only sold 500,000 cars in all of 2020. We know, I think this year their goal is 1 million cars or 800,000 cars, something like that. And we know what they're going to do. There's no big upside surprise for them. So, but I think there's more upside down or bigger for a down surprise for them. So, can you trade live tomorrow? We'll be stuck in the house because of snow. Need something to watch. Probably won't be tomorrow, but you never know. But definitely be this week coming up. Mysterious $2 super chat. TSNP is going to the moon. That's awesome. Let me see. TSNP. And we may play some Naked tomorrow, seeing where that one opens up. I've never heard of this one. Tesoro Enterprises. So what the 1 month chart on this one is. Looks like it's already gone to the moon from 15-20 cents. Don't know anything about this one, but we can keep an eye on it, and I hope it goes to the moon for you if you are playing it. So also, somebody said about CCIV. I've been watching this one. This one last Monday hit $37, and then it came all the way back. Pretty much. I mean, this is another one. If they have that big merger that they keep talking about, there is some puts on this one. This is the one I was looking at those puts the other day. Like they have the. Here, we can pull it up because this one was interesting. Options, chains, CC. This one, I think the reason I didn't do it is because the puts were only monthly ones, so they would be like the February 19th. Also, guys, don't forget about our Webull challenge coming up. So make sure you get into it. If you've already signed up, make sure you get submitted on the website. It starts tomorrow. Doesn't matter if you start mid-month, later on in the month. You start with $100. You get 4 free shares from Webull for doing it. And those shares count in your totals. We're just going to find out who the best trader is for bragging rights. So, CCIV. There we go. All right. So, so this one only has those monthly ones. So this makes it a little tougher because it's so volatile. But if you want to, I think it has a lot of support at that $15 range. These were a lot more pricier and a better value. But still, at a $15 stock, you'd have to lay 100% of it. At $1, I mean, as long as it doesn't come down 7 points in the next 19 days, 3 weeks, it's definitely got some potential and stuff. But it's hard to say. And then, to make the money, if you believe in this thing, play the 25s. I mean, at $6.80, you can make, that's a big premium. Let's say you had 1,000 contracts of that thing, that's $600,000 in the next 3 weeks. I mean, there's some money here, but it's just high risk, like I said, if this thing pops, this may be a better one to day trade. The thing is, this one, when day trading, and I noticed it seems this one always starts high and then just seems to come down throughout the day. So, it just looks like, that's how it works. It starts high and comes down. It's definitely not I've been watching it, and, everybody's watching it because of the rumors and stuff. But, definitely, it looks interesting and stuff. Clint says, do you only short? No, I go long, I short. We are long stocks right now and stuff. Also, you are shorting GameStop. I already did short GameStop, made a couple $100,000 doing it. I I am not shorting it. I'm not going to be shorting it right now in the future. It's just too costly. And you can't make any money because, well, if you can get the stock, it's very, unless it immediately comes down, but with what they want to charge you for interest rates, it's absolutely insane paying 71% a day or 71% interest on shorting a stock, plus having to put up 3 times the amount of the stock price at all times. So Lexicon man, 18th letter man, naked, then grab Google. We'll have a monster quarter reporting on Tuesday. Yeah, looking at the naked for sure. Yeah, Google, I think, is the same thing. It's going to blow it out. But all these companies have blown it out and come down. So that, that kind of worries me. And also, like I said, when something goes up so fast before earnings, that hurts it also. And like I said with Apple last week, I said, you know what, I wanted to play Apple, and I said they're gonna have the best quarter they've ever had, a blowout, blah 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 blah. But I said it, but it's up 14 points in a week. It's already ran to a new high. Like, it's tough when something already runs. And they blew out every possible number there was. Even the future stuff looks great for them. But like I said, it just overran. So you got to be very careful with these when they overran. Same with Facebook. Now you have this big dispute, with Apple's new changes. This could really hurt Facebook. Facebook's a data mining company. Facebook's not about a social, app any longer. Facebook's about buying and selling data. You're selling your data, collecting your data, knowing everything about their users, selling their data for targeted advertising. And that's how they make a lot of money. With these changes from Apple, that could really hurt Facebook in the future. While they're, it's going to take a while and stuff. And Facebook's still a monster, and they have other diversification. They don't have as much diversification as a company like Apple and Google and other stuff like that. But it'll definitely be interesting to see how it goes. Anthony says, I heard the Reddit crowd is buying silver next. Anyone else hear this? They're buying everything. You have a group now that had 2 million, has 7 million. They're just buying whatever. You're going to just see swings. The problem is, if you get in on the wrong side of the swing, you're going to lose a lot of money. So you need to be very, very, very careful with this stuff. But hey guys, this is what's going on this week. Like I said, we are in action on the following right now. Express. We have our Jaguar. Hopefully we'll come back. That's one of our biggest losses in the account for the smaller stock stuff. We have the OZP, which we sold some, made some money. Some of these numbers are inaccurate because Schwab doesn't account for profits and buy and sell and different stuff. So like I said, some of that stuff is inaccurate. Also, the Kinetic CTYX, we're expecting that one to get going this week. So it should be good. Hopefully see some movement there, and hopefully BlackBerry. BlackBerry is the one I like BlackBerry. And you say, why do I like BlackBerry? Because BlackBerry really isn't that overvalued right now. BlackBerry has been a good one. BlackBerry has a $7 to $10 base. So it's not, at 25 bucks, it started running, but at this $14, $15, that's nothing. If this thing gets up a couple of points, it's going to be a nice profit for us. What are the futures looking for tomorrow? They are looking down right now, about 150 points on the Dow, 100 points on the NASDAQ. So not looking the best. Also, this sundial grower, so I'm going to be watching that one this week. Hopefully that thing comes back. The thing got up to $1.30 before it tanked. Oofs. I also heard they are buying Ganus and Sundial, but it's a rumor, not suggesting anything. Yeah, that Genus ran heavily too. And it's crazy what is running, and the shorts. Interesting article on here about GameStop. It said, one is Robinhood's still going to continue to screw people over, so that's going to cause problems. But look at this, guys. Melvin Capital, they lost 50% of their company and had to have that cash infusion of $3 billion from mommy and daddy to keep them going. But imagine losing, $20 billion, 53% of their value. Just insane. That Citadel had to, put in all this money, but this is all, this is all inside, this is all inside stuff. Citadel is a trading house. These are the market makers. They own, an interest in Robinhood. This is all shady, and that's the whole thing. And that's what everybody's talking about. is, and like I've told people, and like we discussed yesterday, it's going to be a while. The government can say what they want. People can tweet. People can get on the news and say whatever. But you got to remember, lawsuits take a long time. So yeah, I'm sure somebody's going to get. There's lawsuits already flying. Somebody's going to pay the price, but they're not going to. You're not going to see that money. You're not going to have. If you just lost $10,000 yesterday because of what Robinhood did to you, it's not like on next Friday you're going to have that check and your money back. Maybe in 2024 you will, if they're still around, or they get or something works out in your favor, or you may get 10 cents on the dollar in 2025, or 24 from it. Like I said, these things take a long time. SEC, the government, and there's no way to control it. What are they going to do? The only way to stop what's going on in the markets would be to cancel, short selling, cancel option trading, and the only thing we could do is buy a stock and sell a stock. So if everybody buys a stock, it just keeps going up until nobody wants to buy it. And eventually people just started selling it, it would go down. Well, that would be a very fun market. But this is only going to get bigger and bigger. People keep saying the Wall Street, the big people want you to believe that this is going to be very isolated just to these stocks. This isn't isolated. If you have 2 or 3 million, 5 million, 10 million people, and they all have $1,000, $10,000, $1 million, and they just say today it's this stock, tomorrow it's that stock, they're going to manipulate the crap out of this. It's going to be It's going to be honestly a Ponzi scheme, a multi-level marketing deal. I don't know what you want to call it. The problem is, at the end of the day, when they're done buying it or they move to the next one, somebody's going to get hurt. Look at Elon Musk's 3 tweets this week or last week. The last week, Signal went up to $70, back to $5. Somebody got creamed. Dogecoin, went from a penny to 7 cents, back to 2 cents right now. Somebody got creamed. Bitcoin went from 31, 32, all the way up to $38,000, back down to 32,000, or 33,000 right now, back down. Elon Musk is everyone enjoys his tweets and everybody's following him. At some point, someone's going to say, dude, you're hurting people, he's not doing anything illegal. He can tweet, or he's not telling you to buy it. He just he tweeted Bitcoin, or he tweets the wrong signal, or confuse people, he tweets a picture of a dog, or he said for GameStop, GameStunk. But at some point, somebody's going to hold him accountable. He's supposed to be a leader. He's supposed to be a role model. Well, if you're, but people are getting hurt. And like I keep telling you, it's what's interesting with this time with the stock market, it was kind of like with President Trump in the office. Most kids never had any interest in politics or what was going on in, with the presidential, races, elections, or any of this stuff. When I was in school, I didn't care who the president was. I didn't care about politics. But Trump is like an idol to these kids. Every day, his tweets and what he was doing and bullying other people around while he was in, other countries. These kids love this stuff. This guy was their leader. And, look what's, happened in Washington. People took it a little too far, which, doesn't matter what side you're on. If somebody dies, it went too far. But these people are worshiping these people and their tweets and what they do. Now these kids, they don't care about Biden. Honestly, if you ask most of these kids, they don't even follow, Biden's tweets, or if he even does tweet, who knows? They could care less now about the president. It's funny. For 4 years, all these kids did was care about the presidential stuff. Now they don't even care about it. It's the same thing with these stocks. These people are just going to play these different things, whatever is hot today, and it just keeps moving on. But at the end of the day, there's going to be a big loser, and that's where it gets dangerous, scary, and you got to be careful, because if you're the one who's the last one in and the last one out, you're going to lose a lot of money. And trust me, I've been up millions of dollars in the market and lost it all in hours and days, when something goes crazy. You need stability. That's why Bitcoin is having such a hard time working for businesses, and is because it's too it's too unstable. You can't have something, Friday that's at $38,000. Everyone's paying you with Bitcoin, and you're like, oh, everything's going great. Bitcoin's 38,000, and then you go to the bank on Monday to deposit your Bitcoin and cash it in and do whatever, and it's $32,000, and you just lost 20% of your money, and you have to make payroll and you have to pay bills, and you have no profit. Of course, there's been opposites when it's 38 and all of a sudden you go to the bank on Monday and it's 42,000 and you make money, but that's not a stable currency for using for businesses. So that's why we have to really watch this stuff. So somebody says Dogecoin going back up, number one. So it may go back up if enough idiots play it and want to believe in something, but there's zero value to this. This was a worthless coin. Everyone will tell you it's a worthless coin. I mean, this was just, like I said, if everybody, tomorrow we could just take another, they're going to take another stock, even if it's not shorted, if the stock only has 20 million shares in the float and it's $1 and and it's not controlled by a small amount of people, and we go buy up 19 million of those shares, that stock's going to be $100. It could be $1,000. The sky's the limit. But like I said, if you're the guy at the end of the limit and when it comes down, we watched Jaguar. Everybody said, Jaguar was going to go up and be big on Friday. Remember that? And all of a sudden the thing was like, $3. All of a sudden it shot up to $3.55 and it finished the day down at $2.80. So if you bought 10,000 shares at $3.50, for $35,000, and now it's $2.80 for 28,000. Just lost $7,000. This stuff moves fast. You can't just depend on these stock boards and chat boards and everything. So you got to play smart. Don't forget the Webull Challenge starts tomorrow. If your account is already set up and approved, make sure that you get your stuff in and submit your screenshots and stuff. Otherwise, you still can sign up today. Anytime during the month, you can start it. So there's the links in the chat as well as pinned. So Ian says, people are not concerned about a few bucks. This is a movement to end the way things are now. So people are concerned about a few bucks. This isn't a movement about ending anything. This is, maybe they want you to believe this is about going against the hedge funds and the big boys on Wall Street. They're not doing any damage. They did damage to, a couple of short people who play shorts. You got to remember, 95% of Wall Street isn't shorting the market, and it's about fundamentals. You also have to remember something. While this may be fun and exciting for some of you, especially like the millennials and the younger crowd of, the 18 to 25-year-olds, you have to remember there's something called pensions. There's something called 401ks. There's something called IRAs. 50 million plus Americans put all this money into these things over all these years while they were working. And that's how they're going to have a retirement, tax-free or with better tax, benefits for doing things like this. And these people could get, while it may be fun to play games, but if these companies suffer huge losses, that's going to also hurt the economy. So you have to remember there's two sides to every story. Yeah, I think it's great. Some guy, Citadel or somebody who's a big short player or Citron. And you know what? It's great kicking the shit out of them, but that only goes so far. And that's on a handful of stocks. Like I said, but, all of a sudden the market goes down 600 points. If it goes down another 300, 400 tomorrow, if we, retouch lows from March or April of this year or last year, and everybody's, portfolios were down 50%, there's going to be some bigger problems, and stuff. But I mean, here's the thing, that's not going to happen. The government's going to give us more stimulus. It's the markets are be shored up. Eventually COVID is going to end, but you have to have stability. And that's the whole problem, is that people don't understand is, well, yes, individuals are making a lot of money. A lot of other individuals are getting crushed. And if you don't know how to trade correctly, or you're just you're late to the party and you're the last guy in and the last guy out, you're going to lose a lot of money. So like I said, it's always fun when it's happening to somebody else, but when it happens to you, let me know if you think it's great. And that's why you need stability in markets. Things will go up and down. You can take leverage and do things, but you need stability. Crazy Carl. They destroyed Kmart. They destroyed Toys R Us. They destroyed Payless. It's our time now. Well, I mean, the shorts didn't destroy these companies. These companies got destroyed themselves because they didn't move on. Amazon is destroying companies left and right. Amazon's a great stock. I think Amazon's not doing anything illegal, anything wrong. But, people don't change with the times. And this is like GameStop. What is GameStop going to do to justify it being worth $300 a share, $23 billion? There's nothing they can do. They don't have anything unless they're going to start making electric vehicles next week. There's nothing to justify their valuations. Kmart got destroyed because they let all their stores get ran down. And same with Sears. They didn't update stuff fast enough. Sears came out with Sears Grand way too late. And they were just ran down stars. If Kmart was like the original Walmart. Walmart came in catering to the same kind of clientele, and Kmart didn't update, didn't keep up with the times, and it fell behind. The only thing that saved Kmart and Sears is they had a great real estate portfolio when other companies were looking for real estate. The problem now is you don't need all these big brick and mortar stores. These malls are going to get hammered, by vacancies. And who's going to come in and take those vacancies? Nobody. Who's going to open up, more, high-end, Dillard's and Macy's and, Neiman Marcus's and stuff like that? Nobody is. There's no demand for it. There's no need for it. You also have individual brands now that are popular, like, where these retailers used to sell all those products in their stores, and well, they still do. But, why would I go to Macy's to their polo department when there's a polo store in the mall? Why would I go to, so it's tough. If you wanted a polo shirt right now, would you go to Macy's to get it? If there was a polo store in the mall that has 5 times the inventory and selection that Macy's has, and they're both identical prices, where are you going to go? To the polo store. And this is the stuff that's starting to hurt a lot of these brands and stuff. So it's definitely going to be interesting. Personally, I don't care. Whatever direction it goes, God bless it. The more volatile the markets are, the more money we can all make, especially playing options, because they're paying where these options and these traders were screwing us at these premiums. You know what? With these higher volatility and the VIX being up and this extra 17% that they're giving us, that's extra money for us. These stocks like Apple, it's still going to move the same couple of points this way, that way for the week. But you want to pay me 17% more money for my, puts or my calls? God bless you. It's all profit. So it works out for us. It works out really well. If you guys haven't subscribed yet and you're watching me on YouTube, make sure you click that subscribe button. Click that gray bell on YouTube so you get notifications when we're live. If you're watching on Facebook right now, make sure you follow me and click that little thumb up like button so that you get notifications on Facebook. This week, I'm going to go live, show you how to live day trade with lots of money at stake. It's going to be exciting. You're not going to want to miss that. I showed you guys, like I said, I was successfully shorted GameStop last Monday. At one point, I was down over $1 million, but I finished off a couple 100,000 up. For the week, we were up about 160 grand. If you're following, for the month, we finished up $785,000. If we times that times 12, we would be on pace for like 9 million this year. So that would get us to our low goal of like 15. We're shooting for $25 million to finish the year off with. 15, 20, 25 million. That's the goal this year, to have this account up to that by the end of the year. But things, as the balances get bigger, we're going to have bigger swings every day, but as it gets bigger, we're going to be able to start making more money faster because we'll have more to play with. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We still have 11 more months to go this year, so lots of time left. But hey, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Tomorrow night, we will see how the markets turn out for the first day of February and the first day of the week. But hey, guys, you are my money makers. I hope everyone makes lots of money this week. Take care and have a great rest of your